Hey y'all, it's Miss trying to figure it all out. Yes, this is not a dress up playtime video. This is a get ready with me work night video. I haven't done one of these in such a long time, but I actually have time. I've actually been getting up on time, so yeah, I'm gonna get ready for a night shift at the factory. So you guys, I hope you're doing well today. Today is Wednesday. It's hump day. Um, this morning, y'all, I was at work and I was getting ready to get off. Well, I didn't have long before I got off, and a friend of mine had sent me a message, and it was like a tornado. It was like the thing you see on the news, like the map that shows a tornado, and I'm like, okay. so so yeah, he sends that, and like it's something serious, and I'm like, I didn't hear anything outside. I didn't, nobody said anything at my job. Usually when there's, some crazy weather gonna come, people at work will start, talking about it or trying to be prepared, and no one had said anything. So I get in my car after work. First of all, when I walk outside this morning, it is like almost 70 degrees. That is crazy. It was so mild. And I was like, it feels great out here. But I could see like little, I don't know if you call them little sparks, little flashes of lightning like in the sky. But it wasn't making any cracking sound. I was like, And anyone that knows me knows that I am terrified of storms and that type of weather. So my first thought was, just let me get home if it's getting ready to start this lightning outside. But so yeah, it was carrying on for a second, and then so I'm like, well, it's not bad. It's not really raining or anything. It's got just a little bit of drizzle, but nothing crazy. And like I said, it felt really good. Yeah, within like 3 minutes, because I go out, I change out of my work shoes and put my, usually I have on some Crocs or some type of slide just to get to work. But, so I change my shoes, put my stuff in the car, get in the car, get up the road, and all, like, I'm immediately concerned. I was like, oh, that's what the map was for. But so yeah, it just was looking crazy outside. The lightning was so, at one point the flashes of lightning were so, like, it was like they were in my car. Like the flashes would come, like you wouldn't hear the cracking sound, but the flashes would come, and I was like, somebody has a camera flash and you get kind of blinded by it. I was like that, like it was in my car. So, yeah, it had gotten pretty crazy. And then, so I get home and immediately I don't see a place to park. I pulled in our lot. And even if I didn't have stuff in my garage, I wouldn't have parked in my garage, only because I don't have an automatic opener, and I would have had to gotten out, raised the, I would have had to do all that. And with that weather like that, there was just no way. Like, debris started flying in the air, and I could hear stuff hitting my car. Y'all, I was terrified. So I didn't see a space in the lot. I saw where a lot of cars were double parked, like blocking other cars, and I was like, I don't want to block somebody that has potentially needs to get out of here and be somewhere. So, because I knew when I came in here I was going to sleep. so so yeah, I went ahead and pulled back onto the street, and I drove around the block. As I was driving around the block, the weather got even worse. Like, it was to the point where I could hardly even see where I was driving. That's much the wind was blowing, and how the wind was blowing and how forceful the rain was, because it had started raining hard. And I was just like, oh my gosh, like, if I had seen a tornado just right in front of me, I wouldn't have even been surprised. At that point, I was like, I don't even know. But so I ended up going around the block, and there was one spot in the front of my complex, and which no one had probably taken for a reason, because first of all, it's right in front of a huge tree, and it's in front of a huge tree, and I didn't want to park there. Put it that way. I did not. But I really didn't have a choice. It was either that, or I was going to have to just go somewhere and sit in my car and wait it out and hope that there was a parking spot when I came back, or I was going to have to park far away and then walk or run home. I wasn't doing that. I mean, I am terrified of, that kind of weather. So there's just no way. I probably would have passed out trying to get home. So, and then, so I was trying to get home. And then after that, it's dry right there. Yeah, I just sat in the car for a second. I could hear stuff hitting my car, and I was like, what is this hitting my car? I couldn't tell exactly what it was, but it sounded like, and mind you, at this point, I had went ahead and I parallel parked in the one spot. I didn't even know if I'd have enough room, but I parallel parked in the one spot that was left in the front under that big old tree, and all of a sudden I'm sitting there. I'm trying to wait this storm out for a second, or at least I'm really trying to figure out how I'm going to get inside. So I sat there for a sec, and I'm hearing stuff hitting my car, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm terrified. And I just turned my car off finally, and I just decided I'm going to have to run for it. There was just no other way. I was like, I'm just going to have to run for it. And so, yeah, I just got my lunch bag, got my work bag, and that's what I did. I ran for it. And I had on, I don't know if you guys know those open Crocs that are like, they're furry inside, but I don't know if they're pink ones. They're furry inside, but they're like open toe. They have openings in them. And gosh, I just, like I said, I wasn't paying it. I knew there were puddles on the ground in this particular spot, but I was trying to save myself. So I ran through there, and I just soaked my entire foot. That's a feeling that I don't do well with, and I don't like, is wet socks and stuff on my, wet shoes and wet socks. I don't do well with that feeling. Yeah. So, but so yeah, I ran in, and once I got inside, I just stopped for a second. I just said, thank you, Jesus, for, letting me get through that. Once I got in, my thoughts were just like, that was an experience. But I went ahead and checked my phone just to see what was going on in other areas, and was just letting people know I was okay. And then I checked on my mom. She was asleep at the time, but she did end up texting me once she woke up, but she was asleep at the time. And she did not, she said that she had already prepared, like pulled her trash cans and stuff. And so, but she did not have that same, like, witness that same type of weather. And I don't know if it's just because she was sleeping or maybe her area just really didn't get anything like that. But I was like, oh my goodness. It's the lightning for me. I don't do well with lightning. Yeah. But anyway, it was interesting. I'm just glad that that's over. And then I woke up for work, and of course after that my anxiety was high. I took some Excedrin before I laid down. I really didn't want to, but I did. I took some Excedrin and laid down and turned on Napoleon Dynamite. Oh my goodness. So hopefully there's not going to be any more stormy weather. I haven't checked to see what later on is going to be like, but I do know that the sun was out when I woke up. Like I could see sun through the blinds. So just doing a cute simple bun for work. I mean, I don't go all out for, how I'm looking for work. I do work in a factory, but I still like to look decent and within my comfort zone. I mean, just because I work in a factory doesn't mean that I have to look like I just don't care. I mean, I don't put as much into my look as I would, obviously, if I was off and, going somewhere and doing something. But I still like to look decent, pulled together, as I always say, within my comfort zone. Especially if I have the time. It's not like it's real. My routine for this is not very time consuming. I used to do these get ready with me work night videos and chit chats every day, but I quit doing them every day because I was in this battle with myself where my time management was just off. I didn't have, I wouldn't have a lunch packed. I would say that all the time, and then I'd end up running late. And so I stopped doing the videos just so I could be on, get out of here and be on time. And yeah, but now I have a completely different routine. Like before I laid down for sleep this morning, I went ahead and I packed a lunch. I ended up making, I had gotten some of these Beyond meatballs. There's like, how many meatballs? I want to say there's like 10 to 12 meatballs in a pack. And, but I use them, you can use them for like meatball dishes, obviously, but I use them for, a variety of things. And so a serving size is 5 meatballs. I think it's like 290 calories for that. So I, took the 5 meatballs and I made a patty and seasoned it with, I have this really good seasoning, and it's a butter burger seasoning. It's so good, y'all. I don't know who it's by, but it's so good. So I seasoned it with that and made up a patty and put a serving of fries in the air fryer, and I will heat them up again at work in the air fryer at work. And I got this low calorie, low carb bread. I don't know who it's by, but and it's hardly any calories in it. It's crazy that it's actually bread, because there's hardly any calories. 2 slices is like hardly any calories, which is great. Because for a minute there, I just cut bread completely because I was like, well, I, want to try to just cut back some. But yeah, with this bread, I can definitely have 2 slices, and it's like, okay. I do still wear a mask at work, y'all, so I know I'm looking pale and stuff, and I could put some color on, but I'm not, because I'm going to have my mask on. I mean, I could put a little bit of something on my cheeks just to do it, but there's really no need, and then it will keep, I always do wear really cute studs or a tiny earring to work. But I have to be careful not to, I'm always feeling for my earrings. So yeah, I'm just gonna, and plus, if I don't put any blush or anything on, I don't have to worry about the inside of my mask being dirty. So I don't know if you guys got a chance to see the last Get Ready With Me video I did. I actually had to end up deleting it, y'all, because I had cobwebs in my nose. I was like, I was like, I can't be having cobwebs in my nose. And it's like, when I got done with the video, my nose had been running, so I blow my nose. I'm like, oh, I was like, oh. And then I look at it, I was like, well, maybe it just won't come through. But then the more I looked at it, I was like, oh my gosh. They're going to be watching this like, what are you, 3? So I did delete it, but I'm going to redo it. I'm going to redo it for a couple reasons, because I want to find a better undergarment for the dress that I had on. It was really cute. And then I want to do the fro maybe on freshly washed hair. My hair wasn't freshly washed, so it was dirty. But it's okay. You live and you learn, honey. Oh. So this is my work clothes. I'm going to show you guys. I have on some of those one pants again, those one tights again. What time is it? So this is a typical outfit that I wear for the factory. I also have a hoodie. It's a blue hoodie. It doesn't have to, I mean, I'm not really strict on matching when I go to work. I'm really not, but I do have a blue hoodie pulled for work, and I'll just clip my work badge on here. Real comfortable top with sleeves, because by the first break, which is a couple hours after I get there, I will have gotten cold. But I just have on tights. I got on some gray socks that match my top. I have on these TikTok pants again. If you guys can see, I'm still working on my I guess you could call, I don't know if it's a fitness journey, weight loss journey, or what, but I kind of don't like to see it in that way, because I don't like to think of myself as being on a diet, because if I do, I'll mess up. But these are the pants. I'm still loving them, and I don't have pockets, obviously, for my cell phone. So I do have my Apple Watch on, and like I said, I could put my cell phone in here, or something like that. So it's cute for the factory. But let me grab my hoodie real quick. And I'm actually just going to put on, my hoodie is wrinkled, y'all, but my iron is still plugged in. I could run the iron over it. That's what I'm going to have to do. But these are the shoes I had on when I ran through the rain. Got them soaked, those Crocs. But I'm going to put on some bubble slides just to go to work. Be comfortable. Take a scrunchie just in case. Sometimes my rubber bands end up popping in the back. Sometimes. And hold on, y'all. Let me find a mask. Excuse my creaky floor. I know I always say that. It is windy out there. I don't know if y'all can hear that, but it is windy. So I usually take my cards and money and stuff and just stick it. I call this my extra pocket. Stick it in my bra. And that way I don't have to worry about it. Like, is it lost? I know where it's at. I always use these markers at work, these paint markers, so I'll stick one in my pocket. I have a bunch at work too. Got my chargers, just looking for my earbuds. I have 2 pair of earbuds. So yeah, I actually might start doing, where's my keys? Here are my earbuds. I actually might start doing more of the work night get ready with me videos again. So just to show a real person who has to get up and go to work every day. Young lady, excuse me. A lady who works in a factory. I'm young at heart. Oh. It's just nice to see real people doing real stuff. Just got to stick my badge in my pocket. This is my Carhartt. Take my Carhartt every day because it gets cold in the plant. Especially when it's later. Like when I first get there, I'll take it off. But then probably like around maybe after 9, I'll put it back on because I'll be getting cold again. So yeah, y'all. Grab my bag. I'm gonna go ahead and I know I need to iron this, but I have some wrinkle out spray in my drawer at work. I'll just use that. It's okay. Or I can throw on, yeah, I'm tripping. If I start thinking too much, I'm gonna run late. I already got my lunch together in the fridge. I just gotta grab it, and I put all my dry stuff in my lunch bag already. I packed a really good lunch, good snacks, plenty of water, and some vitamins. So yeah, I hope you guys have a great day. Wish me a great night, and I will see you later, alligators.